Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button. Also turn on post notifications. As you guys can see, I'm standing next to the 2023 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. This is one badass off-road truck that Toyota offers. Let's talk about pricing here for the Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. Starting price is $67,505, including destination. Also with the options, this one stickers for $73,620. If you guys are on the market for a Toyota, be sure to check out South Dade Toyota and ask for Tony. He will get you into a new or pre-owned vehicle. Let's talk about the exterior styling here for the 2023 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. My model is painted in this black exterior color. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of black cars or black trucks in a sense because it does hide the body lines. I wish my model was painted in that bright orange color. I think Toyota calls it a solar octane. Looking at these headlights here, this does come standard on all models of the Tundra, full LED headlights. There's also an automatic low and high beam, sequential turn signal, also with an LED daytime running light. All this in the front fascia is going to be functional to keep that 3.5 liter V6 cooled as possible. This is about 80 inches or so across. That's why you guys have the 3 markers here, just like the Ford Raptor. And I like the nice little detail there. It says TRD. I love that Toyota has their name spelled out very boldly here in the front fascia. I like the nice grille here. There's a front facing camera. There's this LED light bar here. And down here for your driver's assistance tag. And it says Tundra here with this nice graphic here. There's also front parking sensors. And there is LED fog lights here on the Tundra. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the TRD version. I think the TRD version looks more aggressive. Toyota says this has 10.9 inches of ground clearance. So this vehicle is capable of going off-road. But let's step down here really quickly so you can look at the vehicle here. As you guys can see, very large control arms there. There's these aluminum skid plates so it can protect the undercarriage of this vehicle. It does say TRD right there stamped on that skid plate. Let me know in the comment section once again what you guys think about the TRD Pro. But looking at the side profile here, this has an overall length of 232.9 inches with a 145.7 inch wheelbase. This one also has a 5.5 foot bed. Let me know what you guys think about the Tundra here. But looking at these tires and wheels here, I like the BBS forged wheels with the matte finish. There's also this multi-spoke design here. These are a 285/65 Wow Peak AT tire here. They're wrapped in this 18-inch rim design. I like the rim design here on the TRD Pro. It looks really good. Looking at the suspension components here, like I mentioned, very beefy because this is an off-road truck, of course. There's these rock rails here. Me personally, I would remove them. They might get hung up if you guys are trying to do some off-road activities and whatnot. There's the TRD Pro badge here, which is pushing that heat out from the engine. That's this LED sight marker with this matte finish mirror cap here. Looking up top, Toyota does give you this large panoramic sunroof here. Like I mentioned, this is a 5.5 foot bed. You have more of that camo-like theme here on the side fenders and whatnot, which is really nice. Making our way to the rear of the Tundra, looking at these taillights here, they're just like in the front. They're going to be a sequential finish, which is a turn signal, brake light, and reverse light. It does say TRD Pro on the tailgate back here. There's Toyota on the handle here with the 3 markers to let people know that this vehicle is very wide across. And looking here, there is LED lights. There's your 7 and 4 pin connector there if you guys are looking to tow anything. Toyota says this vehicle can tow once properly equipped. There is rear parking sensors, and there's the tow hitch receiver there. And to open up the tailgate here, you can use the handle there, or you can press this button right here on the side and it will let down very quickly. And this one also has the cat back exhaust. So let's listen to what it sounds like very quickly. And as you guys can hear, it does have a nice snarl from that 3.5 liter V6. And sadly, I'm sad to report my model does not have that step which pops from underneath the vehicle. But you guys can get into the vehicle if you climb into the actual bed here. Like I mentioned, this is a 5.5 foot bed. There's also LED lights back here with this bed extender if you guys are looking to put long items into the actual bed. Sitting in the interior of the 2023 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro, this does have a unique interior compared to the other Tundras in the lineup here. As you guys see, it does say Toyota on that bar there. There's some red accented trim and stitching throughout this vehicle, and it does have a red push button start. But to start up the vehicle, you guys know, put your foot on the brake and press that button there. You're greeted by 5 different national parks. As you guys can see, I like this nice 12.3 inch fully digital display. This is a 14.5 inch display. It does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can use wireless or you can use the USB port. right there. But reach over here to shut the door of the Tundra. Like I mentioned, more of that nice red stitching. This area is going to be nice and padded, which is a soft touch ejection molded plastic. It is automatic up and down for all 4 windows. You can power fold the mirrors in. Here's your mirror controls, 2-person memory seats, some storage here, also additional storage down there with cup holder space. This also has a JBL sound system. Over here is for the cargo lamp, automatic high beam switch, your fuel cap opener, your dimmer switch, your trip reset computer, your cross traffic alert, 120 volt switches here. Also here's steering wheel function. I don't need that today because it's super hot. There's a TRD light bar. You guys can turn this on and off. It will let you know when it's on or off via that green indicator. Looking at the steering wheel here, it's the same steering wheel, but this one does have the red accented, also with the perforated leather because it is heated. There's the TRD badge here at the lower part of the steering wheel. I like the multi-spoke design. Over here is for the driver's assistant controls. There's some gloss black trim. Over here is for the controls for the 12.3-inch display. You can customize to show your tire pressure, your trip distance, also your trailer active system. So you can customize this to your liking. The materials on the dashboard are going to be a soft touch ejection molded plastic. My model does not have the heads-up display. If you guys want a heads-up display, you have to go for a different trim level if you guys want that. Looking at the infotainment system here, it does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Over here is the turn signal and headlight stock. The wind wiper stock is there, and the gas engine is shut off. So now I could basically coast along in electric range. Over here is going to be dual climate control. There's 3-level heated and cooled seats. There's your trailer backup control. This is for the perimeter scan. You guys can look around the vehicle with the click of a button. There's your traction control, the hazard button, and there's the locking diff. There's an auto hold, brake hold. Your trailer brake control is here. Putting the vehicle into reverse, it does reveal a top-down 360 view, also with parking sensors. And you guys can use the directory with distance markers, and there's different views around the truck as well. This also has a front-facing camera, and there's a sport mode in the transmission, which has a 10-speed automatic, which is new for 2022. Over here, this does have 4-wheel drive. There's 2 high, 4 low. You can just press this in and just kick it back, or you can switch it up to go into 2 high. There's your drive mode selector here, which shows you eco, normal, and sport. So there's only 3 different drive modes, and this one also has a crawl control, an MTS, also a tow haul mode. And lifting up the center armrest here, it does have a safe in here that you can use a combination lock. There's 2 USB ports in here. This one does lack storage because of this safe box here. And you guys can slide this forward and back just to drop your wallet in the center armrest. Open this up, it does reveal a good amount of storage to put a small wallet. And above me, there's this large panoramic sunroof here. It does let light and air into the cabin once you open it up, and you can still let down the rear glass via this control right here, so you can let more air and light into the cabin. There's a nice Toyota name here on the dashboard, and looking at the glove compartment, it does offer a 2-tier storage in there. And the seats, before I forget, they're going to be very supportive and comfortable. There's the TRD Pro name stitched on the actual seat with a nice camo. But overall, the interior of the Tundra does not disappoint. Opening the rear door of the Toyota Tundra, this vehicle does offer a lot of space because it is a full-size pickup truck here. Let's talk about the materials on the door panel. It's gonna be a nice soft touch material with this nice red stitching here, with this black painted door handle. This area right here is gonna be nice and padded, more of that red stitching. There's a little bit of storage space here, also more storage space and cup holder space here. Me personally, I will remove these side steps here because this vehicle is a TRD model, so you guys will want to take this vehicle off-roading. I like the nice camo in the actual seats. They're very supportive and comfortable. Lifting up the seat floor here, this vehicle does have the 1.87 battery pack underneath the rear floor here, so it doesn't offer any underfloor storage. So that's why you guys can see there's some of the first aid kits and stuff in the actual back seat. But with the grab handle here and this nice step, you can get into this large pickup truck here. As you guys can see, I do have plenty of foot space. I can cross my legs back here if I would want. And Toyota says this has 41.6 inches of rear legroom space. There is 2 mount pockets for storage. You also get rear cup holders back here with rear air vents, 2 USB charging ports. There is a household outlet here. The floor back here is not flat, but you can fit 3 people across because this vehicle is about 80 inches across. Pulling this armrest down here, it does reveal 2 cup holders. You can also slide down the rear glass. It's still a Tundra thing, and there is LED lights throughout the cabin. And above me, there is this large panoramic sunroof here, which lets light and air into the cabin. But overall, the back seat of the Tundra does not feel like a penalty box. As you guys can see here, I already have the hood open for the Toyota Tundra. This has Toyota's corporate 3.5 liter twin turbo V6. This powertrain makes 437 horsepower, 583 pound-feet of torque. It is paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. As the Tundra sits here, this vehicle weighs 6,015 pounds. So this vehicle is very heavy. And this vehicle can also tow around 10,000 plus pounds properly equipped. And Toyota says with the payload numbers, this vehicle can put in the bed around 1,600 pounds. So it is capable of towing and payload capacity. But making our way over to the fuel door here of the Toyota Tundra, this one is the iForce Max, so it is more fuel efficient compared to the non-hybrid. This is ready to get 18 in the city, 20 on the highway, and 19 combined. On slow speeds, you guys can cruise in a parking lot on electric range only. So starting off in the 2023 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro, let's talk about ground clearance here. This vehicle does have 10.9 inches of ground clearance, so it is very capable of going off-road. This has Toyota's corporate 3.5 liter twin turbo V6, which is the iForce Max. This uses a 1.87 nickel metal hydrate battery, so that's why this vehicle can drive along in an electric range, which is super impressive for this large vehicle, which weighs 6,000 plus pounds. With that being said, this vehicle does have a very smooth ride quality. Even for this to be the TRD model here, it is a really good truck. Sadly, guys, I cannot take this vehicle off-roading because here in South Florida, there is no off-road trails and whatnot. Let's talk about fuel economy. This is ready to get 18 in the city, 20 on the highway, and 19 combined. I like the way that this vehicle rides, even with these BBS forged wheels, which are like an all-terrain Wild Peak tire. So it's really good tread. And you know, with this having off-road tires and this being an off-road truck, this vehicle will still hustle, and it does a really good job with the sound and whatnot. And just going over that little hole there or something, whatever that was in the road, it did a really good job of soaking up the bumps. This also has coral suspension with the red suspensions, which are painted. The suspension is going to be painted red with the coral suspension. It's a good suspension setup here in the Tundra. It doesn't have the old leaf springs like some of the other competitors in this segment. Above me, there's this large panoramic sunroof here. Nice creature comforts in this vehicle, which includes heated and cooled seats. Also, this nice 14-inch display, which supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And personally speaking, I feel like king of the road. This vehicle just sits so much higher. It has a 1.1-inch front end lift on this vehicle. Really good size mirrors here. Great visibility because it is a pickup truck. It's also this 12.3-inch display. 12.3-inch display, which is a good display. Also a nice infotainment system here as well. It doesn't have a home page. Toyota, I think they're gonna do an over-the-air update, but this vehicle does drive really good. Smooth ride quality, good off-road chops. I'm just so disappointed that I can't take it off-road today. I'm very limited with the time with this vehicle, but once I get another one on my hands, I will see if I can, you know, get some off-road footage for you guys to get it a little bit dirty. This one is painted black. It kind of hides the body lines and whatnot. I wish it was the Solar Octane, which is like that bright orange. That would have been a nice exterior color for you guys to see the really good body lines. This also has the JBL sound system, which sounds freaking good when you guys are blasting your tunes. This also has good legroom space in the back seat, heated and cooled seats in the front, but not in the rear. This one also missed a heads-up display. This one part is missing a couple of features, but it's still well priced. It drives good off-road chops. But if you guys are looking for the ultimate truck from Toyota, the TRD Pro is not gonna disappoint. After spending time with the 2023 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro, this vehicle does have a very smooth ride quality. I like that the 10-speed automatic is a good transmission paired with the 3.5 liter twin turbo V6. This vehicle does have a very smooth ride quality. With that being said, sadly guys, I cannot take this vehicle off-roading here in South Florida. We do not have any off-road trails. I know this vehicle will succeed at off-roading very well. With that being said, hope you guys have enjoyed this review here on the 2023 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and turn on post notifications, and I will see you guys in the next video.